And five, three, two, one. Good morning, everybody. It's Ned over my Philippine dreams. N to the E to the D over at MPD. Coming at you from Dumaguete City, the city of gentle people, except for when they're driving. Today is September 4th, 2019, or as I like to call it, 10 days till the long anticipated Borderlands 3 drops, and I got a PS4 Pro. Actually, I picked it up this past week. I had a PS4 before, but I wanted something a little better, so I was able to get a pretty good deal on a PS4 Pro. So I got that, and I'm waiting for that to drop with much anticipation and eagerness. Merry Christmas, everybody! It is September in the Philippines, thus it is the official start of Christmas, the holiday season, and I hope everybody's Christmas thus far has been very enjoyable and drama-free. Today's live stream is brought to you by Jolly Mayonnaise. Yes, Jolly Mayonnaise. In all seriousness, it was actually difficult for me to find really good quality mayonnaise in the Philippines because a lot of the brands here that are made in the Philippines aren't that good. They have this weird taste. I don't know what it's made of. I think it's made of like canola oil or something. But Jolly Real Mayonnaise, which you can get at Hypermart, is excellent. Also, today, co-sponsoring today's live stream episode is Kewpie Wasabi Mayonnaise. I'm not going to tell you where I got this because there's only one place in Dumaguete so far that I've been able to find it. So it's going to be my secret, but it's freaking delicious. All right. Also, while this live stream is going on, please enjoy the DSLR photographs in the background. They were taken by myself and my lovely and talented Uyab, my fiance and wife-to-be. Some of the photos up there are coming from Dipolog, a trip we took down to Dipolog, which has beautiful sunsets and great mango shakes. Also, Super Chat is engaged. I got the Super Chat thing going, so if you want to drop us some money, please be sure to do that because at this point, I'm living day to day. As you can see, I've lost quite a bit of weight. I'm down to 194 pounds. When I first came to the Philippines, I was about 215. I've basically been starving. So I am subsisting solely on your goodwill. All right, let's get down into this. How many people? Okay, is this working? Okay, it seems to be working. All right, also down in the video description box of this video that you're watching right now, there is a link to Chichai's YouTube channel. She just put up a YouTube channel. Actually, she's had it up for a while, but we're just starting to get it going now. She's going to be putting up music videos and some other stuff there. Please subscribe to her channel, and for every 25 people that subscribe, I'll give away a free copy of my ebook, Chasing Your Philippine Dream, an Expat's Guide to the Philippines, a $10.95 value. Yeah. All right, so we got 560 subs right now. Let's see how we can do this. It is the Burrs. September, October, November, December. It is the cooler weather is finally arrived here in the Philippines. As you can see, today I am rocking a t-shirt instead of my usual wife beater because it's a little cool. It's nice when you wake up in the morning and it's chilly. Actually, a lot of times you see the DSLR photographs. I get up early in the morning. I usually wake up around 4:30. This is my latest time for getting up, insomnia. And I go down to the waterfront to take sunrise photos because you get some really beautiful sunrise photos over Siquijor. And last couple weeks when I've been going down there, it's actually been cold and I had to wear my thermal shirt. Yeah, life's tough. Also, strangely enough, I saw this statistic last night. In the United States, during the winter months, crime decreases because it's cold, people aren't going out, there's less opportunity for criminals to do their crime and victims to be victimized. Same thing, for some strange reason, occurs in the Philippines during the Burr months. The crime rates drop. The statistics that were being noted over the past 5 years were from Manila, but I guess it's too cold for Filipinos to go out and commit crimes or get victimized. It's kind of bizarre. Good morning, Henry. Greetings from Chicago. Thank you. Okay, how are you, Bed? Hello there. Okay, good morning to everybody. Like I said, I got a PS4 Pro. I had a PS4 before. I like to game. I like to do some gaming. One of my jobs actually has to do with gaming. Alpha testing, a game that's going to be coming out for the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet. And I had the PS4, and the graphics are okay, but I got a 4K TV. So finally I'm like, Borderlands 3 is coming. why don't I drop some more money, get a PS4 Pro? With the 4K TV, it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I love it. Also, Little Big Planet. I don't know if anybody ever played PlayStation games, but there's a series, Little Big Planet, Little Big Planet 2, and Little Big Planet 3 that PlayStation has, and they are fantastic. And me and Chichai have been playing it this past week, and I have never played a game where I am laughing so hard I am crying. And that's happened on a couple occasions when we're playing Little Big Planet 3. So if you got PlayStation, check out Little Big Planet, Little Big Planet 2 on PS3, and Little Big Planet 3 on PS4. This is brought to you by PS4. Also, a quick shout out to my 3 favorite restaurants. I get no kickbacks or free food for any of these endorsements that I do. I like to give a shout out for the best Chinese restaurant in Dumaguete, Halang Halang, which means spicy, spicy. It's a Szechuan restaurant. It's fantastic. If you go there, get the Chongqing beef noodles, the spicy with the 2 peppers, and the poached chicken with the spicy sauce all over, the Szechuan poached chicken. It's fantastic. Also, Astoria Restaurant for pizza and Italian food. I love that place. I know the owner, and I know him from like the gym and stuff, so I'm not like endorsing him or doing it because he's a buddy. It's actually really good food. And finally, Soban. If you like Korean food, Soban restaurant right across from Provincial Hospital. I love you guys. I do a lot of eating out in the Philippines. I don't like to cook because when you get right down to it, you can split a meal for about 380, 400 pesos here in Dumaguete at this point. It's more expensive in other parts like Manila and Cebu. And it cuts down on having to buy the food, prep the food, cook the food, clean up after the food, all that stuff. So props to my 3 favorite. Edith the Alba says, does your mango tree bearing fruit yet? Yeah. As a matter of fact, Janice and Chicha are getting ready to steal some more of my mangoes. I'm not a big mango fan. I got all these mangoes, and I think I'm allergic to mangoes because when people move to Florida, when they retire to Florida, about 20% of them find out that they have mango allergies, and I think I got that. Big Bear Hug Bear says he's dashing through the snow here in Cebu City. All right. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Juana's Family Journal says, hello, Ned. I saw you in Dumaguete last year. Yep, I was probably here. Okay. As some of you know, I did that 23andMe DNA testing because I am adopted. I was always wondering what my medical history was. So I got the 23andMe testing. There was somebody that popped up as a second cousin. They were the closest relative, and I've always wondered about my biological parents. So I messaged her back in April. The other day, this is like, months later, 5 months later, she replied, because she doesn't check her 23andMe account all that time, and come to find out, she might be my half-sister. So she sent me her contact details, and at some point we're going to do a Skype conversation and find out what the deal is. That should be pretty cool. I'm kind of excited about that. It's going to be weird, though. That first time on Skype, if you got a half-sister, be like, yeah, we'll see. Also, this past summer was unusually warm, and there was also a lot of rain. So we have a lot of mosquitoes. I'll be getting nailed all the time. Dengue is still a big problem in the Philippines. It's actually an epidemic still, I believe. So try to protect yourself as much as possible. Every time I get bit, I'm like, it's a dengue or malaria. I actually had a buddy of mine get dengue about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and luckily it wasn't the variant that can cause hemorrhaging, internal hemorrhaging and all that stuff, and he seems to have mostly recovered. Colin Stutzman says, I would like to thank you for the excellent Philippine information and updates. You're doing a real service. Thanks, Ned. You are welcome. Thank you very much. Also, ferries. Ferries have been having a problem in the Philippines this past month. Three ferries went down or had accidents. Over 100 people passed away. They died. They have not been recovered. One of them was a ferry from Cebu to Dapitan. It caught on fire. I think 3 people passed away on that one. Another one happened in Camotes where one flipped over right at the dock. Luckily, nobody was killed in that one. But there was also another one that went down that had substantial loss of life. There was also a plane crash up in Manila, I believe. So things haven't been good on the seas here. Also, Philippines right now is dealing with a lot of transgender drama. We went through this in the United States like 2 or 3 years ago, transgenders using different bathrooms and all of that stuff. I'm not going to break it down a whole lot. It's really getting a lot of traction on Facebook. There's a lot of videos from the United States during that period from certain news agencies. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to cause any political drama, which is stoking the fire and all that stuff. Personally, I don't care. If a tomboy, which is a Filipino lesbian, comes into the men's room and uses the stall to do her business, it's not going to bother me. They're not going to use the urinal, so it's not like they're going to be whipping anything out. And if they're whipping anything out, that would be kind of weird anyways. I'm not going to be checking IDs. And as for the woman's room, trans ladyboys using the woman's room, again, they're using what do you call it? The booth there. What is it? The stall. They're using a stall. They're closing the door. They're doing their business. They're doing the makeups, all that. I don't think it's a big deal. But here in the Philippines, it is a big deal. Also, President Duterte, there's a SOGI bill or something going around, which is an attempt to prevent discrimination against protected classes and all that stuff. And he's in favor of that. And a lot of Filipinos are upset that he is endorsing that. So we'll see what happens. I don't think it's a big deal. Like I said, actually with tomboys in the Philippines, and even if you've been here a very long time, even more so than really good-looking ladyboys, it's extremely hard to tell if somebody is a tomboy or not. Because what they do is they wear the guys' clothes. I don't know if they're banding their breasts or what, and they have the short haircuts. They look just like dongs. It's really hard to tell the difference. Inflation, or maybe some taxation stuff has been occurring in the Philippines when it comes to cigarettes. Cigarettes have basically doubled in price over the past 2 months here in the Philippines. Also, Navas. Navas, I love you. I'm there all the time getting takeout because you get that buy 9 and get 1 free thing going. But basically doubling the price of your pasta meals over the past year, it's not cool, man. It's not cool. It's not cool. All right, people are asking about other vloggers. I'm not going to get into that. And there's a lot of drama out there, man. And, you know, I'm not going to say I'm floating above it. I'm taking the high road and ignoring it and all that shit, because I'm not. I actually tune in every now and then. Sometimes I'm working. I'll listen to it in the background. And I'm going to say something else. And if you're American, as I am American, I am blessed to be born in the United States of America. You notice 99% of these guys come from one country. It's bizarre. I don't know what is wrong with us. I really don't. Yeah, Cebu Bossman makes a very good point. Tomboys get hot chicks. That is an excellent, excellent point. And they like the big tomboys too. Wow. That's crazy. Neva's pasta. Yeah, sorry, man. Neva's, I'll be there probably tonight because they have the chicken banh mi, which is like their version of a Vietnamese banh mi. And they also have pho. They got the Vietnamese soup. It's pretty good. Sounds like a good time to drop the smoking habit. Yeah, it's basically $2 a pack now. It used to be $1 a pack to smoke in the Philippines. Now it's at $2. Vaping's still big. Vaping is huge in the Philippines. Everybody likes their vape. Speaking of losing weight and physical transformations, over the next 2 months, I am going to be shrinking because I am taking 2 months off from any gym activities. My elbows are trash. Both of them are trash. They've been trash for over a year now. I got another steroid shot in this elbow last Friday, and I basically, because it's chronic, it's golfer's elbow, and it comes from doing pull-ups. If you're 200 pounds, you probably shouldn't be doing sets of 15 2 times a week at the gym doing pull-ups, because it puts a great deal of stress on your elbows, on the tendons and ligaments and all that stuff, and can really, really screw you up. Also, if you're arm wrestling, do like the pros doing. Make sure you got padding under your arm. Don't be drinking beers at a boulevard-sized bar and be putting your elbow down on a wooden table and arm wrestling people. Catabatic says they're planning to raise the tax on vaping too. Yeah, all the vaping problems in the United States. Somebody died Golden Rich. Golden Rich, I always appreciate all of your comments. I love the one you left over on Chichai's channel. And Golden Rich says, Ned is a handsome guy. Thank you for that. Mike Foodie says, you mentioned you're working. Do you have a day job? Yes, but I call it a morning job because, like I said, I get up really early, 4:30, 4 o'clock sometimes. I like to get as much work done in the morning as I can when it's still cool, when it's still quiet. I got a few things that I do, and flip the switch, Hawk. Golden Rich said, Ned, how to fix hurt back, Ned? Yeah, plus I got the L5S1 going, and I got the C4, C5 in my neck, which causes extreme pain on the shoulder blades. It's bizarre because it's discs, bad discs in your neck, but the pain isn't in your neck at all. It's in the back shoulder blade. All right, let's move on here because I know people don't like to be subjected to 45-minute, hour-long live streams. Like I said, I'm down to 194 pounds. Yay for me. It's basically doing that intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is what like weight loss for dummies. That's why it's perfect for me. You just don't, the only time you eat is basically what I do between 1 p.m. and about 8 or 9 p.m. All the rest of it, you're just drinking water, you're drinking black coffee, you're drinking tea, stuff like that. And it works really well. Unfortunately, I'm not losing all the body fat that I thought I was going to lose, which is kind of strange. Yeah, so whatever. YouTube has been spending a lot of time, and it's got an aggressive algorithm now, as I just found out this past week when I published one of the videos that I did. They've been really aggressive in taking down fake videos, hate channels, drama videos, all that stuff. They're trying to make things more advertiser friendly and also try to eliminate some of these channels that are just seeking to destroy. You know, there's certain types of people in the world. Some people, you know, they're creators, some people are destroyers, and some people just basically want to see the world burn down. And that's who YouTube seems to be focusing on. I'm basically sick, as I said before, and I'll say again, I'm sick to death of all these fake videos, especially like these prank videos. They're completely set up. They're completely contrived. They're getting millions and millions and millions of views, and people are just feeding right into it. You look at the comment sections on them, and it's bizarre. Also, the drama stuff. Don't stoke the fires, man. You know, these people, again, they're looking to bring down others. I don't know why they're doing it. They just do it. Some of them are trying, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into it. Catabatic asks, does drinking beer for meal counts as intermittent fasting? Yes, every Friday night. Just one night a week. Just one night a week. So as for my channel, I don't know what I'll be doing. It's, for me, it's just something, it's like a hobby. It's just a thing that I do. And so when I find something, a topic that I want to discuss that's interesting to me, I try to do it. Or to cover something that's interesting, I try to cover it. And speaking of YouTube, for any vloggers out there, anybody that uses YouTube, the new Creator Studio sucks. I keep having to click on to the classic version. You completely lost the search bar. The only thing you can search for in the new Creator Studio is stuff within your own videos, whereas before with the classic one, because I have a little thing here and I click on it and it brings it up. It's my YouTube Video Manager. And that's how I search for videos when I'm, sitting down. And last week I was looking into like World War II tanks. I was trying to figure out, so I'd have lunch and I'd watch, World War II tank videos and stuff. And so that's it. So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And a lot of other people don't like it. So YouTube, get your shit together. And oh yeah, by the way, Facebook, you still suck. There's actually a special on Netflix about Facebook's role in manipulating a whole bunch of stuff and selling data to certain individuals and certain organizations that use it for nefarious means. It's quite chilling. Facebook, Zuckerberg, you suck. And actually, if you know my personal Facebook, if you're one of the people that has my personal Facebook, you'll see that's all I post on it is memes basically saying, F you Facebook and Facebook sucks. Except for when I have a problem with Facebook, I'm getting a community violation or a copyright strike, and I have to be like, hey, YouTube, sorry about that. Clambake says, have you been swimming at the 50-meter pool lately, Ned? No, I have not, but I plan on doing it. I'm going to take 2 weeks because actually when you're swimming, I can feel it in my elbows too. I swam yesterday at Silliman Beach. Oh yeah, I've been going to Silliman Beach a lot. Bridget, our adorable puppy, she loves going to Silliman Beach. That's the highlight of her day. Chicha usually comes over around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and she knows that she's going to the beach, and Bridget freaks out, runs around in circles, jumps up and down, cries, cries, cries. Big girls don't cry, Bridget. So I went swimming there yesterday. It was nice. The water's it's not super clean, but it was nice to cool out. But after the 2 weeks, I am going to start swimming back at Tevez Aqua Center, which is an amazing pool, which is very underutilized within Dumaguete. Golden Ridge, slow Wi-Fi. Sorry, man. Bruce Bogan says, YouTube sure hasn't put a halt to Twitchy's hatred. And if you're on my Facebook page, every now and then he pops in and says, well, that's what you get for living in a third world shithole country. Greg Bender. Don't change, Greg. Don't change. As for videos, also, make sure to go over, again, down the video description box. There's a link to Chichai's channel. Go over there and subscribe. And for every 25 people that subscribe, I will send a copy out of my ebook, Chasing Your Philippine Dream, an expat's guide to the Philippines. And in the time that we've been going so far, only one person has subscribed. So this campaign has been a total failure. But I'd like to thank the 450 or 460 people that did subscribe. It's much appreciated. I think she's got some talent, and she really enjoys she enjoys singing. She enjoys composing. She really is passionate about that. And so, yeah, thank you for everybody that subscribed. Much appreciated. As for videos, I did a video on the guy down in Dipolog who lost his shit over a parking violation. He was parked at an intersection. And he created this big scene. He was chest bumping the TMO officers. He was kicking them and swinging at them. This guy claims to have been in the Philippines for a long time. And no matter what, you just don't do stuff like that. It was embarrassing to watch, and I'm gonna tell you why it was embarrassing to watch. Again, I'm not here to gossip about or chismis about other people, and I'm not judging him. The reason it was embarrassing for me was because I identified with a lot of the emotions and a lot of the turmoil and a lot of the frustration that he was experiencing. I saw myself in him, okay? And that's why I thought it was an important video. Also, it's just as a reminder, things are just different here. They got this thing called pakikisama, okay? Pakikisama is smooth interpersonal relations. When you're talking to somebody, that's why they use sir a lot. You go to Filipino forums, and forums, they're calling each other sir. On Facebook, when they're messaging, leaving comments, they're calling each other sir. There's a certain way to communicate without causing offense. And as Americans in particular, we have a hard time with that because we want that instant gratification, the immediate gratification. We want to get stuff done. We're on a mission. We're trying to get things accomplished. And then you get caught with the bureaucracy or the hassle or things aren't there and out of stock and whatever. So I saw it, as liberals like to say, as a teachable moment for myself. And that got a lot of comments. He actually came in at one point, and I didn't put the name of his channel or his name or any other personal identifying information in there. But he came in at one point and was responding. I don't know if the guy's got issues or what, man, so I'm just going to leave it and it is what it is. If you remember, I also did a video on another foreigner, another American, one of my fellow Americans. His name was Frank. I think some people refer to him as the chair or something. And he was blitzing out in Ayala Mall trying to find a Starbucks. And there's a couple Starbucks in Ayala, and he was having a hard time, and he was losing his shit too. So again, these are just opportunities for us to see ourselves when we're freaking out. Because again, when you're freaking out, when you're caught up in the emotional turmoil of the situation, you can't see yourself. And that's what we look like. We might not be chest bumping people or throwing kicks at TMO officers, but it's still affecting us, and it's affecting everybody around us. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know. I'm not an expert on anything. The less I know, the more I know, the more questions I have. Also, we did the Chichai teaser Secret Love Song. She likes that song, Secret Love Song. So that was our first attempt at recording. I think it came out okay, although I was a little heavy with the reverb. I don't know anything about sound engineering or anything. So basically, I just had to go on Google and be like, what is compression? What is reverb? What is, how to adjust EQ for vocals and all that stuff. So I did the best I could with it. Luckily, she is talented enough to have overcome my bad engineering. Thought it came out good. She's actually getting ready to do another video that somebody had requested on the video that she did over her channel. Myself, I've been playing a lot more guitar. And it's amazing how when you practice at things, you get a lot better at it. Like, I was never good at fingerstyle guitar, but I'm actually getting pretty good at it. I only basically have one pattern that I use, but it's a lot better than just, the picking patterns that I used to use. Going to Bohol at some point, I'm not sure when. We're actually waiting for an all-day brownout on a Sunday for that. Because I like to, if there's a brownout, I like to get out of town because it's an all day. Usually it's like 7 to 5 or 8 to 5. So we're going to be going to Bohol at some point. Also, we got a Spaghetti Fest coming this month. All the money that I get through Patreon, we do every other month. We do a Spaghetti Fest. We buy spaghetti down at McDonald's for the kids down in Tinago. Bunch of Filipinos actually help out with that. They do everything. They do the heavy lifting. They do the scheduling. They give out the tickets. They organize the kids. They do all that stuff. So we'll be doing that. And again, I got a Patreon channel if you want to support. I don't know how long I don't know if I'll continue always to be doing these Spaghetti Fests. It's not a lot of money that we get on Patreon. It's not a lot of money we get through AdSense. Especially with all these videos being demonetized with the algorithm and stuff. Just swearing. If there's any swearing in like the first 30 seconds of a video, it's automatically not going to be monetized. Dun, dun. Let's see. Let's check the comments. Yeah, Golden Rich. Okay, yeah, Golden Rich, you're Ned like any rap. You're a strange dude. You've always been a strange dude. But like Greg Bender, like Twitchy, don't change. Because we need people like you to make things just interesting. Big Kevin No Bull is in the house. Oh, I got a $2, what do you call it? Super chat. Yay, thank you, Mitch. Mitch, that was very nice of you. And he is riding out Hurricane Dorian at Kennedy Space Center. Yeah, I'm hoping and praying that all goes well with that because I got a vested interest down in that area as well. Also, I love the Kennedy Space Center. My folks brought me there like 3 years ago. I love that place. It's fantastic. The presentations that they have, the theater experience, going over the first moon landing, all that. I absolutely love that place. Plus, that's where SpaceX launches their rockets. So whenever, and I've actually had an opportunity. I was in the gym in Florida, but somebody was pointing out, and you could see the SpaceX rocket going up. It's really cool. Yeah, Peppermint Cat Ass says, keep your guitar close whenever you are in the home and pick it up every chance you get. It becomes part of you. Yeah, like when I'm watching TV, when I watch, like for lunch, I'll usually take a break. I'll sit down and I'll watch like an episode of Orange is the New Black, and I'll wolf down something, and I still got like 30 minutes, so I'll just pull the guitar down and play guitar, practice all kinds of different things while I'm watching TV. Sasha, hello, sir, and all. Yeah, Sasha's down. Sasha loves Florida. He loves Florida. Good luck down there, man. I guess they said it was supposed to hook to the north. I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, Aru Baha says, saw that video, sound good for recording in your kitchen. Yeah, it was basically, it's our kitchen living room. It's like, I live in it's like a double wide trailer. I'm trailer park trash here in Dumaguete. We got one big long room, which has the living room and the kitchen. And then you got the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom, like, running next to it. But yeah, I didn't think it came out bad. I didn't think it came out bad at all. But she's just talented, And somebody said something about voice coaches and everything. I did a Google search yesterday on voice coaches around Dumaguete. Golden Rich wants me to freestyle for him. All right. We're white guys. We wear three-piece suits. We drive Maseratis and Porsches too. We wake up every morning, brush ourselves clean, jump into our cars, looking real mean. We're white. That's right. We walk with our buttocks clenched up tight. How's that? Yeah. I deserve a super chat for that, Mr. Frickin' Golden Rich. Golden Rich says, why is rap strange? I don't know. I'm not an expert on rap. I don't know anything about rap. You probably want to talk to somebody else who's out in Florida right now about that. He seems to be the rapper. Desert Truth says, in the era of smartphones, you shouldn't be dumb in front of Philippines residents. Yeah, it just makes us all look bad. Makes us all look bad. Let's see. Did you see his response? Okay, yeah, I'm not going to talk about other vloggers, man. I try not to get into that. But again, when you look at all the drama that's going on in the expatriate vlogger scene in the Philippines, they're all coming from one country. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? I got 113 watching right now. If you are if you are somewhere in the world and you're contemplating doing what I do in the Philippines and you're wondering how you can make money, there's a few ways that you can do it. One of them is if you are a native English speaker. I don't know if Australians qualify for that. Just kidding, Australia. But if you're a native English speaker and you get like a TEFL certification, which you can get online, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do that. You can work remotely. And there's a whole bunch of different websites that you can join to offer your services. And you get paid according to, your education, what kind of TEFL you have. There's some real ones, there's some fake ones. I got a fake one. And that's something that you can do to make money. People here are making, and I know a bunch of foreigners doing this actually, that are making between like $15 to $20 an hour. And for them, and they tell me this, and the way they get paid, it's through some weird payment system or something. And I guess it's pretty much tax-free or some shit. I don't know. Yes, Henry Stewart. Thank you for bringing that up, because that brings back magical times for me. Henry Stewart says, the former So Yummy Kaya guy was a rapper. Remember his Dumaguete jingle? I loved his Dumaguete jingle. His name was Drew. He had very hairy forearms. He went back to the United States. I tried to contact him a couple times. We messaged back and forth back when YouTube had the messaging system. And I wanted to get a copy of that. But come to find out, the reason, and when talking to him, the reason he took down all his videos was because he'd go to restaurants and stuff and be talking to girls and everything. And what happened was weirdos, stalkers, would go to those same restaurants just to try to mac with those girls and all that. So it was like a privacy issue, and I guess he got a bunch of complaints, so he took all his videos down. Yeah, he was super talented too. And that's what he did for a job. He could work remotely. As long as he had internet, it was like a Fiverr thing, but he'd make decent money. People or companies or organizations or whatever would request theme songs, and he'd do it. He knew everything about sound engineering, about composing, all that stuff, probably Pro Tools and all that. And that's what he did. And he was good at it. He was good. He was talented. Yeah, whatever happened to you, Drew? If anybody knows anything about Drew, message me over at My Philippine Dreams. All right. I like to give out free copies of my ebook, Chasing Your Philippine Dream, an Expat's Guide to the Philippines, every time I do a live stream. I don't do live streams a whole lot. And, yeah, I think he was drinking too much. I think Drew had drinking problems with his liver or something. I don't think drinking for him was a problem. I think it was just his liver. So I like to give away free copies of the ebook. It's $10.95. You can see a link for that down in the video description box. It's got a 100% money back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied, simply email me and I'll refund your money and all that shit. I've never had anybody ask for money back. The only person that ever did was somebody who ordered it and thought it was an actual physical book. But anyways, the first 3 people to message or to send an email to myphilippinedreams@gmail.com, myphilippinedreams@gmail.com. The first 3 people to do so, and you can say anything in the email, I'll send you a free copy of my stunning expat guide to life in the Philippines. Basically, it's a compilation of all the dumb shit I've done and that you shouldn't do. Edith to Alba, do you need a permit to feed people in Dumaguete? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Probably. Probably. Who knows? Well, the first time they give me a hard time, I'll just be like, cool, we won't do it anymore. Hopefully I won't go to jail over it. That would be interesting. That would make for some good videos. That would make for some good videos. Mitch Bromwell, we ate at Boston Lobster Fest on iDrive. Yeah. Peppermint Cat asks, are people crashing into random objects on their scooters as common over there as video make it out to be? Keep in mind, people, that the most dangerous thing you're going to deal with while you're in the Philippines, by far, are motor accidents. It's not going to be dengue. It's not going to be malaria. It's not going to be beheaded by Al-Qaeda. It's nothing like that. It's motor scooters. And people run into stuff all the time. People drop their bikes all the time. I've dropped my bike a few times. I haven't crashed. I haven't had like a serious crash. I had one crash where I was taking a turn and I hit some sand and my rear wheel went out, landed on my left, knocked my head pretty good. But yeah, motor accidents happen. And that's a big problem because especially the young men, they like to drive fast. I do, within the city, I'll do like the fastest I'll go is 40 kilometers an hour. That's my mantra. That's what's kept me safe so far. But you'll see dongs blasting by 60, 70 kilometers an hour on these little roads where people are jumping in and out all the time. Carabao, dogs, chickens, tarsiers, everything's running out into the street. And you got to be careful. Yeah, if you're in Florida, everybody, my best wishes to all of you. Please be safe. Anywhere on the East Coast that's going to be dealing with this, I think it's the biggest storm in recorded history. I'm not sure. I'm hearing conflicting reports. But it's not nice. It's not nice. All right, so that's basically it. I went through my script. I covered all the things that I needed to cover. Thanks again for everybody subscribing over at Chichai's channel. Again, the link for her channel is down in the video description box. Please subscribe so she can reach that 1,000 threshold. We've promoted other people's channels on a few occasions to try to get them more subscribers so they can get AdSense and all that stuff. And now we're basically doing it for ourselves. Edith de Alba says, do you need a permit to help people building a house for them? I don't know. Mitch Bromwell says, keep us posted on your next vacation. We'll try to get you a SpaceX launch. Yeah. What I want to do, the next time I go down to Florida, hopefully, I'm going to rent a car and I'm going to go down to see one of the launches in person because I heard it's quite cool to actually feel the rumble of those massive engines in your chest. And it just blows my mind, you know, as primitive biological beings that have only been around on this planet for about 250,000 years that were able to do something like that. But then again, even like airplanes impress me. You know, it's like, wow, that thing weighs like, 70,000 pounds and it's flying. Amazing. So I'm easily impressed. Peppermint Cat asks, good stream, bro. Thank you. No, thank you. James Lonergan says, good morning. Thank you for letting me know to mark my Balik Bayan. I never pronounced that right. Sorry, Chichai. Items as used. Yeah, you gotta have used. You don't want to be getting caught trying to send stuff over here for commercial resale. Although there's all that ukai stuff that everybody sees, those are the little markets where they got all the used clothing. That's all coming from Australia, the United States. It's coming from all over the world and coming in these giant shipping containers. So those are obviously for commercial resale. So I don't know how they're getting around that. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Golden Rich asks, Ned, can I have a free book? No, Golden Rich, you can't. All right, that's enough for today. Wish everybody well. Hope you are doing good. Puppies, rainbows, and unicorns for everybody. Until next time. Yeah, my Balik Bayan boxes did arrive. They arrived last month, and everything was good. My laser printer sort of exploded, but it got better. Printer, heal thyself. Until next time, again, puppies, rainbows, and unicorns for everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your feedback. Thanks for the $2. And go over to Chichai's channel and subscribe. Bye. Click.